We had reports that came in from different states that Peter Obi won a total of 22 states. Farotimi, are we still on this matter? Can we just move on? Can we really just move on and just leave the past? There's nothing we can do about the election that happened in 2023. I've been aware. There's nothing we can do about it. Let's just leave it in the past and let us focus on 2027 and what 2027 is about to hold. And how to secure the vote in 2027, how to make sure that we have free and fair election. Let's just leave the past in the past. Nigerians are still reeling from the 2023 presidential election, and now a bombshell claim has emerged that could shake memories of that race. Human rights activist Dele Farotimi has revealed that internal data from Peter Obi's campaign situation room indicates the Labour Party candidate may have won 21 or 22 states, far more than widely reported. We know that he won the election. Even the people there now that have rigged themselves, they know that he won the election. But they use their mago way to not allow him have the position. But it's okay. And here's the part you can't miss, the full insights from the situation room, how this figure was tracked, and what it means for Nigeria's political landscape are available. This is the inside scoop that political watchers cannot afford to ignore. Speaking to Edmond Obilo, Farotimi said, "What I have told you comes directly from the presidential election situation room, of which I was a part. We had reports coming in from different states, and I know enough to say that even though he didn't have enough to win on the first ballot, he won more states than any other candidate." The activist emphasized that the 21 to 22 state tally still wouldn't have secured the first ballot victory, but it highlights how strong Obi's support was across the country. Farotimi's revelation adds fuel to ongoing debate about the 2023 elections and leaves many questioning the official narrative. What do you think? I don't know, but I just really feel that the past should remain in the past. Olufemi says, still waiting over 2023 election 3 years after and not putting their house in order to face 2027 election. That is what I feel that they should do right now. Focus on what is ahead. Leave what happened in 2023 and strategize on how to have that win in 2027. And by the time they lost now, they will be crying rigging. Continue. Abiodun said, yes, Daddy, just that no evidence to prove it at the tribunal and Supreme Court, and he was installed as the first president of Nigeria. Olufemi says, was this man not in this country during the court session in the 2023 election? It's not too late for him to appeal the judgment and then tender the results of 22 states as evidence. Now you sabi. If you don't say there's no need crying over spilled milk, you get. 2027 is here. Let's work hard for the outcome you desire. Exactly. Ensure you have party agents in all polling units and do an independent collation of the figures they submit, which must be same with that on IRF portal. So you have your party results in case of any disputes about figures. Exactly. Hello Victor says, with the level of your education and as a lawyer, you daily still believe in Okrika market news. Make una state the 2027 general election, Tinubu to 2031 campaign after election. Victoria says they stole Obi's mandate and at the same time refused to allow him rest. No be small thing. Mafoye says exercise patience. He will soon be sworn in as social media president. You don't have sense. Social media president. Even Miss Anglo says for people everywhere, it seems some people are enjoying the many runs going on in the country. Of course they do. I mean for Nigeria, the giant of Africa self-acclaimed. They should not be, I don't know who gave us that name, giant of Africa. Who dash us? I beg, Martin Scarlett says that's why Tinubu is buying every opposition and governor. He doesn't want a repeat of last event, but there is God. It is well. As Michael says, to 2031, you will still be talking about Peter Obi winning 39 states. Gesby 377 says, Barrister, where were you during the case in court? Critics sometimes lose their day in dreams. There isn't a way to get to Tinubu, but tragically, Phil, look with your hatred. It gets nowhere. Okay. Mark Daly says everybody knows what happened, that he won the election, but APC stole it. Olabiawere says he talks like a foolish man. Why can't he bring his evidence before the Supreme Court then and claim victory for Obi? Cause trouble that your unborn children will bear is devastation. What's in this one talk? Cause trouble that your unborn children will bear. I beg, Trimisu says, I doubt if Dele Farotimi is a learned person can utter Okay, I doubt if Daily Farotimi, a learned person, can utter such gabble. If Farotimi has such enormous secrets about the elections in 2023, why didn't he share such with Peter Obi and his lawyer, or simply joined in the defense? And what makes you think he didn't tell Peter Obi about it? The court asked if Peter Obi defense has any figures to prove that the election was rigged, but all chorus no. Nigerians are not daft. You better go and put your house in order if your candidate is desirous to be on the ballot in 2027. Electrical says political terrorists who impoverished Nigeria with their rabbit-stealing penchants and morbid corrupt practices, who we never voted for, living like lots before our very eyes, while Nigerians continue to suffer, will never go unpunished by God. Amen. Doomsday is fast approaching for them all. Tifiakwa. Tayo Adesami says, Mr. Fatimi, you called yourself a lawyer and you engage in spreading falsehood. I don't think you can win any case in Nigeria. That was how you lied against Chief Afebalola. Your party and your principal Obi cannot win any election in Nigeria. Okay, now you think so? Let's wait and see. 2027 is almost here. Humphrey says Farotimi and Shawari are the only truthful young Yoruba men that will always stand for the truth. They are the only ones from Yoruba extraction that will call a spade a spade. The rest are bunkum. You two, you are bunkum. See your mouth. Enode says APC pocketed judiciary, police and grossly compromised INEC ahead of time to enable the free rigging. That rigging will not work in this 2027 now. And that is what the Farotimi should be working towards, rather than complaining about what happened in 2023. Enode says, okay, Ebenezer says, madman like Daily Farotimi pulling the legs of fellow madman. Their reasoning has failed with current situation of the country. Your own reasoning too has failed, obviously. Original Kerman says, anybody with conscience knows Peter Obi won the election. Even reviewing the uploaded result on IREV clearly proved that Obi won that. They deliberately claimed glitch to rig the election to APC and thereby stop using the IREV uploaded results for collation. IREV results for election till date shows Obi won. The Supreme Court had to downplay on IREV as not in law to justify INEC rigging. In 2027, I will see how they will write the results for all the polling units at once. I really want to see what they want to do, what they have up their sleeves in 2027. We are ready to see it. Big Trend says 2023 election is a foregone issue. For how long should we continue to nurse the wound? Way forward, please. You get I don't like dwelling on issues like too long. Once something happens, just move on to the next thing. Just don't dwell on it too much. Tafida says, I don't doubt that INEC robbed Peter to pour Tinubu. My listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.